Hello and welcome to Froch on Fighting with me, Carl the Cobra Froch, former unified super middleweight world boxing champion, and shall I leave the International Boxing Hall of Famer out because I feel a little bit. I've been sharing the room, the studio tonight with two other Hall of Famers, Lennox Lewis, Layla Ali, Andre Ward in the house, but it's been a great night here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tyson Fury is the focus. Conor Benn fought Regis Prograis, but Tyson Fury against Makhmudov was the talk for the evening. And Tyson just gone 12 rounds at a decent pace, and he looked okay. I was quite impressed. Got some work in, got some rounds in, and he needed the rounds. He's been out of the ring 16 months and put the jabs together, combinations, footwork. He was making shots miss his whiskers by millimetres. Some of them big right hands that have rendered people unconscious in round one and round two many times were just whizzing past Tyson's chin. So he's still got that judgment of distance and timing. So it's impressive to say he's been out of the ring for so long. But more importantly and fundamentally, he got the job done. He's got 12 rounds in the bank, and he wants to now tee up a fight, and this is the talking point, with Anthony Joshua. Let me know if you want to see this fight. How big is this fight? I personally think the fight's come too late, but now it's being made. I think it's being made anyway. Anthony Joshua didn't want to quite commit. Didn't want to. I don't know whether he's playing it too cool or if he's talking about you don't want to steal the show. It's not his night. It's Tyson Fury and Makhmudov's night, which is right, and it's classy of him. He didn't commit to say it's definitely happening, but he said he'll sit across the ring from Tyson Fury anytime, and it looks like the fight is happening. And now has it been officially announced? I don't even know. I'm looking at my producer. It's not been officially announced, but it looks like it will happen. It's Netflix, it's world boxing, and it's huge. If it does happen, this is big. This is very big. I just said that there. There's myself and George Groves, 80,000 at Wembley. I don't talk about it much. There's also Chris Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn. That was big. Late 80s, early 90s, they fought twice, a draw, and then the win for Chris Eubank Sr. But this, I've got to be honest, I've got to be a little bit humble here. This probably eclipses it. It's heavyweight boxing. It's two fighters that, yes, have already been beaten, and it's not for a world title. But when they come together, when they face off, on the optics, that is huge. So let's talk about the main event. Tyson Fury, the GK, Gypsy King, and, as George Groves would say, Arslanbek Makhmudov. I mean, I can't even say it with a straight face. Sorry, but it happened and it was funny. Listen, Makhmudov came and he tried. He was letting shots go, but we see him go 12 rounds. Was it 12 rounds or 10 rounds with David Allen? 12 rounds with David Allen. David Allen's of a level. It's not world level, but he tries. And that was a close fight. But we also see him get dropped by Ajit Kabel to the body. Body shots got him out of there. So we know he can be hurt. We know he can be stopped. But Tyson Fury got the work in. 16 months out of the ring to come back and put that kind of performance on. 12 rounds at a decent pace. From round one, round two, he was struggling to find his range. Well, he landed a couple of jabs, but you could see he wasn't comfortable letting the jabs go. He was unsure. But he's ring rusty. He's out of practice. 16 months is a long time. A year out of the ring's too long for me. 16 months out of the ring, that's long. So to come in there tonight and get 12 rounds of good work in the bag, that's good for Tyson Fury. That sets him up for not anybody in the world at elite level, but it's a good bit of work that he needs at this level. And I was quite impressed. And after the first two rounds, which you could have given the first rounds to Makhmudov, first one or two, second round I think maybe shared, but then from rounds 3 right through to round 12, Tyson Fury took over. He was dictating the pace. He was judging the distance perfectly. The timing was looking good, and he was controlling the fight with his jab. He was snapping the uppercut in as well nicely. Combination punches, making Makhmudov miss, as I've already said. And it was overall a very, very sort of solid, mature, all-round performance from a guy who's been in there with some of the best fighters in the world at heavyweight. And he's a great little fighter, isn't he, Tyson Fury? Fast hands, good footwork, good head movement. He can punch a little bit. He finds that uppercut, and he's a classy fighter. He's one of the best to do it. We know he's been beat, lost twice to Usyk, and he's been close a couple of times. He climbed off the floor 7 or 8 times in the later part of his career. Now he's slowing down, but he's still got it. He's still got enough to compete at world level. Like I said earlier, the talking point is him fighting Anthony Joshua. I think the only person that don't want that fight, or sounded like they didn't want the fight, was Anthony Joshua. Talking about not stealing his thunder or whatever. I think the fight's going to happen. I think the fight is happening, and we're all looking forward to it. But Tyson Fury deserves respect, deserves credit, and yeah, we've got to acknowledge that he's just had a solid 12 rounds against a game opponent, and he got some good work in there, and that will set him up for the Anthony Joshua fight. And I'd like to see these two come together a little bit and just be face to face, up close and personal. Then you know it's real, and we'll have to wait for another time for that. But I think the fight will happen. If the fight does happen, obviously I'm going to look forward to it. It's going to be big. It's going to fill Wembley Stadium. May even do more than 80,000. That's going to be difficult to do. But that was a long time ago. That was over 12 years ago. Like I said before, with the inflation and with the exchange rate, it's not going to matter. Listen, it's a big fight, and we're all going to want to see it. It's exciting. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. What happens? I think AJ will be the underdog for this one. Tyson Fury is the favourite, especially on the back of that performance. He eased into that, didn't he? Just steady, took his time. Still looks good. I envy that, actually. 16 months out of the ring, he's able to come and do a performance like that. Okay, he's in against Makhmudov. No, he's not in with a world beater. But good 12 rounds work. But the AJ Fury fight looks like it will be happening. And when it does, who's going to win? Let me know what you think in the comments. But it's a big fight. One I'll be looking forward to. So let's look at the co-main event. Conor Benn, Regis Prograis. Good fighter, Regis Prograis. Well past his best. And he looked unsteady on his feet from round one. I think in round one he got caught with a shot, and it was like, did his ankle go? Did he roll his ankle? He just looked unsteady on his feet. He wasn't firing the shots back. His timing, his distance, everything was out. It was wrong. He's been out of the ring a bit. He's lost 3 times towards the back end of his career. He's coming off a win. He's coming off a 10-round win. Who did he fight? Diaz? Win against Diaz. Joseph Diaz. He won that fight, and he looked okay. He looked sharp. But in against Conor Benn, he was firing on all cylinders. He was sending in the shots, but he didn't look strong. He looked slim around the shoulders and neck. He's come down to 150 from 160 in his last fight with Chris Eubank Jr. I don't think is the force that he was up at that weight, down at 150. And to make 147 based on that performance that I've just seen, listen, I'm not here to give stick out to Conor Benn. Conor Benn, for me, is quite an exciting prospect. And I say prospect with an exclamation mark at the end of it, an asterisk, because he's been a pro nearly 10 years and he's been in some big fights. This is his 3rd time here at Tottenham Hotspurs. Twice with Chris Eubank, lost the first one, won the second one, and now he's here again. But he couldn't get the job done. He didn't look like he was punching hard. Prograis was hurt in round one. Conor Benn couldn't get rid of him. Went 10 rounds, and his head looked like he'd been hit with a baseball bat. I think the heads came together a lot. He got a bad cut above his right eye, and his head was all swelled up and bruised. So I don't think he'll be happy with that performance. But at the end of the performance, in his post-fight interview with Anna Woolhouse, he said, listen, I want the Ryan Garcia fight. So he's got to take off another 3 pounds, make him even more drained, down at an even lower weight against someone who punches hard, someone who's very capable. I think that's a tough fight for Conor Benn. Listen, prove me wrong. Go in there and fight for the WBC World title at 147 and show us what you've got. But I don't think he'll be happy with that performance, and I'm just being honest. But all the best to Conor Benn. Did what he needed to do. 10-round win against the former 2-time world champion. That's probably his best win. And he now needs to look onwards and upwards and look forward to that fight with Ryan Garcia, because it's a big fight. I mean, he's earned some serious Bunsen burner tonight. I think he's been overpaid, but you want the fighters to get paid, so fair play to him. $15 million is reported what he's earned for that tonight, and that was a steady little, for me, a bit of a mark time fight. That wasn't really a big test, but he's now shown that he can go 10 rounds with a former 2-time world champion who used to be very good. But yeah, listen, I'm waffling on now. Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia, bring it on. Let me know in the comments if you think he can beat Ryan Garcia based on that performance. Elsewhere on the card was Justice Hooney and Fraser Clark, and Justice Hooney did the job. He got caught a couple of times himself. I thought Fraser Clark should have put the pressure on him when he caught him earlier. It was like round 2 or 3. Hooney looked like he was hurt. He got clipped round the head. But Fraser Clark never pushed the pace, never really went for it. So he ended up losing on points. Disappointing, really, from Fraser Clark. I expected more. He didn't seem that bothered to lose. When he announced it, he was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, he's just gone the distance and against a good fighter in Justice Hooney, but he lost the fight, so not great for him. Where does he go from here? I don't know. And elsewhere, Richard Riakporhe pretty much dealt with Jamie TKV. Smashed him, stopped him. It was a close-ish fight for a while. It ebbed and flowed a little bit, but ultimately Richard Riakporhe did the job. He's big and strong. He punches hard, and he got the finish, and he's the new heavyweight British champion. So well done to him. He's got potential future ahead of him. He could step up. He's probably going to be looking for world honours. He's certainly going to make some some more bunts at that weight division. So well done to him. But the focus this evening was Tyson Fury, the takeaway, should I say. Anthony Joshua, that's the big one. That's the takeaway point from this evening. Great card. Enjoyed my Netflix debut. Had a great time here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm sure I'll be back. But that's it. It's a wrap. We're done. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, or my producer's going to start crying that I didn't mention it. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And we'll see you very soon, no doubt, on the best channel in the business, Froch on Fighting. God bless.